I didn't know about adding stuff, accessories to it. I didn't even know how to get into that for a while. Then changing guns, modding guns, and so on and stuff. Repairing, crafting, building blueprints, armor builds, yada yada. Fuck, it goes on and on for a day. But the thing is, like, I didn't know any of that. So I had this massive learning curve for me to figure all that stuff out before I could even start playing, and that took me 2 weeks. But the other thing too is, like, if I was playing this all the time, I would probably figure it out a bit more. Like, I play it off stream. Like, I go and, like, harvest stuff and I build things and all that shit, right? And that allows me to kind of, like, also have the time to read things more. So I tend to, like, figure out what's going on and kind of keep up that way, and that's great. But yeah, like, it's not just, for me, it's not immediate and obvious kind of thing for me to just play it. My partner caught up and surpassed my level in a matter of hours because he just has experience with this kind of game. So it wasn't an effort for him to catch up and surpass me. And I expect a lot of people would be like that. They just, like, fly through the game if they have any kind of experience with it. You find a lot of people in this server. You have, so mine's a bit younger. We're just 3rd week, but find like 10 people playing. I don't know. There's quite a lot of people here. So when I loaded in, right, what's the main area? I don't know. Here. Okay, so when we loaded in, we all kind of, like, landed about here. And this whole, like, swamp area and this side and around here was all built out by people. And they've all since moved. And we're, like, up here. A lot of them are now up over here, I think. So people move around and shit to follow the resources, which is great. It's nice that you can, like, just move house so quick and easy too. There's a fuck ton of people playing in here. Like, if there's a crisis event on, somebody will attend to it. The other thing too is I'm also playing at, like, midnight. So for, like, my local area, probably not that many people are on. For the general sort of Asian Oceanic kind of zone that I'm in, probably will have a few people if they're not, like, busy with work or school or whatever, stuff like that. I don't know if somebody's down here. Maybe oh, there you are. I was gonna say, shut the fuck up, mate. What's that? Do you like the Pokemon thingy they have, deviants? I wouldn't call them Pokemon. They're fine. Like, I have a couple of the cats. I've been selling them. So I worked out, like, you can sell your extras and shit, which is nice. So if I go in here, I can literally just, if I've got extra, I can sell it, which I have an extra of Mini Festa, so I might as well sell him. I've still got to put that toad up at home, but yeah, you can sell your extras and shit, and that's great. Been pretty great. I don't know. I don't have a problem with them. I find that sometimes mine don't actually attack, and I get left, like, a little bit high and dry, unfortunately, sometimes in battle. But I also forget to take them with me a lot. So when I am expected to have one, they're just, like, literally fucking home. I can't use them, you know? That's why I consider the games the grindy, especially with the season reset. I'm not too worried about the season reset. We were just talking about that right at the very beginning of stream, is that if you actually read through some of the stuff, it sounds like it's mostly only, like, your inventory shit gets reset. And if you save your house as a blueprint, you can put it back down if you've got the resources for it. If you've got weapons and stuff like that, you can keep your best weapons and your best gear and stuff like that. Your blueprints stay. There's a whole heap of stuff that stays. It literally says it in the game. We did, like, a whole rundown on it. Because, yeah, the only thing that everybody's a little bit antsy about is the fact that nobody's seen it happen yet. So nobody knows what to expect from it. So, yeah. You know. What else is in here? There's a bit of, like, resources. See, they're alive and you collect them. That's basically Pokemon. Well, I'm trying to like suggest that I'm not carrying 6 like Pokemon on my belt to fight each other, because I'm not fighting, technically not fighting deviants with deviants. I'm literally fighting like fucking humans and all kinds of monsters and stuff. I bet I can climb up there. I just don't know if it's worth my time to try. I figure like I can reach that one, but probably not that. Nah. There's probably something up on the roof, but I'll be right. I'll probably miss it. Alright. Let's head out this way. Someone don't play this game a lot. I found you to be very knowledgeable already. More than me, probably. Probably because I've had to literally learn and teach myself so much. Like I said, the other thing too is that because I've got no spoilers, no backseating at all, like people cannot ask me like random questions about like, oh, what do you think of insert specific deviant and stuff, because it's a spoiler. I may not have that deviant kind of thing, so I'm literally just slowly exploring around the game and like figuring it out and stuff. But because oh, I didn't see you there. Because, like I said, because I had to, like, learn so much. Like, I had to sit down and read the... Where is it? I had to read the survival manual. I've read probably a third of this. I haven't even gone into the field guide stuff, like all this stuff. But I've had to read through some of it in my own time to, like, try to figure it out. And each one of these things could be, like, really wordy. But you sometimes pick up information and stuff, and it doesn't all make sense. I'm only just starting to get like a lot of the quest stories, which is kind of nice. But yeah, the other thing too is obviously streaming it. I get a lot of people ask me about the game, explain the game, and at least for the last couple of weeks, all of my answer has been is like, I don't fucking know what's going on either. Because like I legit don't. So, like, I'm only just kind of, like, getting a grasp on it in this, like, last week and this week, I would say. There you are. There you go. You read them all? Yeah. Well, they exist for, like, information, and I don't understand the game, so I don't see why not. The other thing was, for a very brief period of time, I did read out a lot of these... I read some of these and I read some of these on stream as they were popping up in the beginning. So if it popped up and it had this information, I'd read it so that we could understand it. Because I was playing it within the first 12 hours, a lot of the people that were seeing it was still literally just the first few people to see the game. So reading this stuff out loud... The other thing too is that I am aware that like not all of my followers can read. I do have a few illiterate followers, so being able to read something out means that they can understand what's going on in the game too, you know. Plus there's also a good sum of people that just are literally just listening and doing other stuff, or even just playing along themselves in their own time and just like listening with it in the background and stuff. So if I'm just reading something out, like you might hear something said that explains what's going on. And honestly, a lot of this stuff just did not make sense to me until like last week or this week, where it all started to finally kind of click. I'm lazy, like peak lazy. It's fine. Look, not everybody reads as much as I do. Part of what I do as a streamer, there's the thing I need, is I read a lot of, I do a lot of research in my own time. Not necessarily about games, but usually speaking about streaming related stuff, right? So for me, to spend, say, 4 hours between editing stuff, reading a whole bunch of game information, because I got the time, and it's going to take me that amount of time to download and edit my VODs and all that shit, I might as well read things in between doing other stuff, you know? So... yeah, for me, it works. Plus, I'm interested in it, and if I understand it and if I can answer a question that helps somebody else that comes in later, like, as I said, like, earlier, the thing that we found was, if I go back in here, just so I'm hidden, I think it's in here. If you go into season information, it tells you all about the season inheritance, and it tells you what you will and won't be able to keep and how that works. And so we just went through that at the very beginning of the stream because I found it literally either earlier today or yesterday after stream in my own time. So I brought it in here. It also tells you the story of what's going on, which I didn't know. I couldn't find this until I found it. And I'm like, well, now that I've found it, I can explain what's fucking going on in the game. And there's all this section here, which I won't scroll down because it explains everything to do with every deviant and how they work, which is great. I would like to unlock some of this shit. I don't know how that works, but that's fine. I'll work that out. Let's see a time. If you have a great time streaming or playing. Yeah, I will. I've been playing this all week, so I have plenty of time to, like, get my bearings and sort shit out. But, yeah, thanks for asking some interesting, different questions and stuff. It's, what's that? What the fuck was that? Hold on. That's a vehicle. Oh wait, is that one of those fucking vulture bus attack things that I can attack? Hold up. Investigate cargo scramble. It fucking is. Hold up. I might as well do that. I'm fucking here already. Let's go do that. It should lap back past here, but once I get past everybody shooting at me, I need to get in front of this thing, and somebody could PvP kill me from this. I don't know if you're gonna turn. You're gonna go straight ahead. Okay. Let me get up ahead of you, because otherwise I got no chance. Yeah, please don't spoil stuff at all like that. I'm aware that this is PvP, but if I hadn't done this event before, I wouldn't know that. So please don't, like, share stuff like that. But yeah, essentially, I did this with my partner, and I got ripped on by, like, a level fucking 50. Fortunately. Alright, immobilized. Now, I've just got to be careful for somebody else rocking up. There's a jelly. Are you... Keep a distance from the truck and wait for it to ignite. Yeah, it says that. I'm waiting for you to ignite. Ah, here we go. Yeah, my only thing is trying to... I'm not sure how I get them from it. I think it's just... Oh, shit. Alright. I guess I'm the host for a moment. There we go. I didn't remember having to stand here for long, but I really do feel like it's one of those ones where it glitched out and got, like, slow and stuff. But yeah, last time I did this, I got like 200 of these. Nick reckons you can get up to about 1,000 if nobody else rocks up. So it gives you time. While I've got this thing on my head, nobody can kill me, I'm pretty sure. Once it's off my head, there's a chance for other people to rock up and attack me. It should hang out over there. The other thing too is I'll know if somebody else is here if it attaches to somebody. And chosen by the seed of life. What the fuck? Where's the seed of life to obtain the sprout? Is that thing the speed of... It probably is. Nick said something about when it got back to the truck. That's on my head again. Supposedly when it goes back to the truck, you're supposed to try to jump on it and get the thing. But yeah, the idea is you kind of run between these non-stop. Hope like fuck somebody else doesn't turn up. Somebody else does turn up. They will shoot you. They will get you down. And they will start stealing stuff. I didn't see if I got a deviant. If I did, I hope it's one of these fucking jelly things. Because all this thing is so far is sitting on my head. Last couple of times I've tried to do this, this is the place where I had the very, very first one I did. And I rocked up and it was over. Like, all these things were around here and I didn't understand what was going on, and some guy was in this area and then it ended. And then the second time I did this with Nick and it went for fucking ages. I went for like fucking forever. Been chosen by sea life. Alright. So it's... Oh, for fuck's sake. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure when it goes off my head and it goes back to the truck, I think I'm supposed to jump on it or something to catch it or hurt it or whatever. I guess I need to be doing this whenever it's available. So what this gives you is it gives you total sproutlets. These things allow you to purchase things from the jellyfish lady at the markets. And the jellyfish lady, you could buy either like, there's some star stuff or whatever, there's crates, there's a motorbike skin you can get that's like 10,000 sproutlets, I think. Like there's a lot. Alright, it's off me. Let's see. Alright, it ran away again. I don't know. Come back here. Come back here. Damn it. I don't know what Nick did specifically, but I know that he jumped on it and it did something. Wow. But yeah, essentially when you've got multiple people around, what kind of happens is it jumps from head to head, and whoever's got it on them is immune to damage for a couple of minutes while it's on their head. And so that person can basically like take down somebody else. And I think the idea is if you take down somebody else, I think you take away their sproutlets? I'm not entirely sure. But I think that that's the dealio. I got like 300 odd. Yeah, sproutlet storage is at 33%. Hold on, let me see if that's ticking down. I like the sun's finally rising. I feel like I've been playing into the night all fucking night. Okay, it is counting down. Now it's going back over to the thing. I'll try it again when I get another chance when I'm closer to it. I'm chosen by Seed Life, yeah. I'm sure it wouldn't be just choosing me non-stop if somebody else was here, so that's good. I don't want to deal with somebody else. Fewer people means less choice for the sprout to choose, maybe. Yeah, well, the idea is because nobody else is here, the sproutlet can only choose me. So when it leaves me, it'll return to the truck, and then it will then return back to my head. So every time it returns back to my head, I'm immune. Right, which means if somebody else does rock up for a few minutes, I'm okay. Whereas, I don't know if there's more back there. If it was to have multiple people here, it would go from person to person to person, probably in random order for the most part. And you would kind of know straight away if there was somebody else here because you wouldn't immediately get it back. So I don't mind that I'm the only one here. I'm assuming like not a lot of people want to do this one. Kind of like some of the fishing ones, you know. I also don't know if all of these give you one. Like I think it's like a time limit between them for like collecting from them because some of these aren't doing it. Saying I'm down to like 13% storage though, so definitely getting a lot more than before. And I saw, god damn, I can like not run for stamina. Fine. I'm not seeing it picking up more now. I've got like 420. The hell was that? It's like respawned a new one. Huh. I wonder if when I've got it, that allows me to pick it up. It shouldn't matter, but I'm just noticing I wasn't able to pick it up before. Now I can. See, it's like counting up. That could be the difference. That truck is supposed to blow up at some point in time. I also think you can shoot the truck to blow it up faster if you choose to. But yeah, I guess the more often you get the Seed of Life. There we go. Alright, it's done. And I get one of these too. Get 60 extra sproutlets. Oh! No. It died. It's fine. Maybe? Maybe. Alright. Did I get one? Oh, I did. I got the polar jelly. This thing's supposed to be like half decent to fight with. Alright, I need food for her. Maybe some of that corn soup. It's kind of going to expire eventually. I should put like that down there for now. Alright. That wasn't too bad. That gave me like a shit ton of those. Still got like a few seconds till it like ends. Open sproutlet loot crate and leave the area. I didn't have a loot crate, but I'm guessing that floating thing was my loot crate in this instance. I'll just give it the 8 seconds before I like leave. But yeah, whenever you see the cargo truck and shit, go for it. I'm not finished with this area. We gotta go back up the road. Alright, public crisis event is done. But yeah, that's one of these ones. So if you see like a little truck moving around the map, or if you see there's occasionally like a red blinking eye or a red fish slapping around, you go to those quests and it gives you extra shit kind of thing, and it's a public crisis event. There's also ones that you can kind of just run into, and they are, what do you call it? They're like a orb of like floating light or whatever up in like the sky, and they have like electricity looking thing going down to the ground. You go over to one of those, and those are like a 5-minute event type of thing. They're alright. They're not too bad. I've done these first couple places. I gotta find an armor crate though. I was partway through. Where was I? These buildings here. Yeah, you guys all be back up. Hi. I don't think my deviant's gonna help me for this, but it's fine. I just want to get around the corner. I think it would have been more stressful if I had have gone through here as a lower level, like, you know, appropriate level for my level kind of thing. But I don't actually mind the fact that like I'm like level 45, I think. These are all like 21. I actually do like the fact that everybody like climbs on shit. It's fantastic. Let's put you back. Like if I happen to walk into a building, like somebody might run in here and follow me. They might not. They might run outside. It's fine. But somebody might also just climb up on something to have like a fucking height advantage, you know? It's fantastic. I also will make the DBS gun later tonight if I have enough resources. I'm hoping that I just casually pick those up as I go around. I've got to get like some kind of advanced mechanical parts, I think. And I've got like 2 or 3 and I need, no, I've got 6 and I need 10. There we go. I was thinking the wrong part. Yeah, so I've still got like a few to go. But yeah, I quite like that there's like a whole heap of different creatures. Like when I started, one of the things that I thought was interesting is I'm like, oh, this is like a clearly like infected kind of world sort of thing. Like everything's got a little bit of something in it. I initially thought that, oh shit, everything kind of reminded me of like zombies and shit. And like zombies and monsters and demons and all sorts of shit. And then I got into like vulture territory, and the creatures stopped being like these like alien demonic looking things. They started looking like people, and I'm like, well, that's interesting. It now looks like they're infected. Then the people started not being infected. They just started being like literally anarchy kind of existing people like these guys, right? I'm like, that's kind of cool. I guess like a lawless world exists, right? And then I went a little bit further and there's fucking Rosetta people, right? And I'm like, oh wait. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know, if there's Rosettas and stuff, like what are they still doing alive? Like I thought that the whole point was that they kind of like got sort of wiped out and or like wiped out everybody in the process of doing what they did. This is why I was talking about it like the movie The Mist earlier. It reminds me a lot of that. I'm going to see if I can open this without anybody noticing me. That would be amazing. Hey, grenades. Hello. I have been wanting to get grenades all night. I need to throw so many grenades at Rosetta people. So, yeah. I didn't have any, and for some reason I went from being able to make grenades to not being able to make grenades, and my thoughts are I probably accidentally scrapped one of the machines that lets me do it when I was rebuilding my base, and the result is that I haven't put down the correct machine for it yet. So that's my fault. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure out which one it was eventually. That'd be fun. Once I figure it out and put it back down. It just means I've got to take the time to read shit. And I've still got like heaps of room on my second floor to put down a bunch more benches and stuff. Alright, where are you, mate? Hi, can you not Yeah, no, when you get into like the Rosetta areas, they're pretty cool because they have like all these like super heavily armed people and stuff, right? But like it's kind of like holy crap, like they're advanced technology by comparison to like all these other people. They've just got like these super fortress like footholds and stuff. So it's pretty interesting because like it went from like this oh, where's the starting area? That's too low. Okay, so it kind of went from like this area around here has like various like shrouded, polluted kind of crop places. It's like, oh, okay, this is the world. It's just, it was a world and now it's infested, infected and all that kind of stuff. And then it went to a little bit further out and the sun's brighter and the air's clearer and everything's a little bit cleaner. Like even the water doesn't seem to be as polluted and shit. And then you go even further out and it's like it wasn't as affected further out, or at least it doesn't seem that way. It makes me wonder as the story progresses if I'll actually find an area that's like semi-untouched, you know? Oh shit, there's a lot of yous right there. Hang on. I gotta... just a thing for this. Hold on. I don't know if I threw that outside, I'll be honest. Oh, yeah. I feel like there was another one coming in from the back door. Yeah, I must have... oh no, there you are. Hi. I also was mostly using the knife for a lot of like the early game, so it took me a while to get my hands on a gun. And when I did, like I'm in the position where I want to change my LMG to something else because if I get hit when I'm reloading, I can't reload, which is problematic. It's caused me to like go down a couple of times. So I want to make... I've got a blueprint for a DBS. Oh, hello, mate. I got a blueprint for a DBS. I would like to have like some kind of an AR. I had an SMG, wasn't impressed. I had the LMG, not impressed. Where is the other dude here? All of this is open. So, oh, there you are. I knew you were somewhere, mate. Oh, there we go. Like, I love when the sun comes out here. It's just pretty, you know? Nice. Oh yeah, these handbags sometimes have, paint and shit in it. Like, textures and crap. It's great. There's also a hotel up in the desert that has a lot of lootable doors and drawers and cabinets and shit and is not patrolled by anyone. So you can kind of go up there and get like a shit ton of loot, which is kind of great. That's actually where I got my gold mod from. I guess like, yeah, no, I'd say it's kind of gold. Where is this thing? Next room. Oh, this one, yeah. No, that makes sense. Gotta look for mystical crate. I gotta find one more weapons crate. So, probably across the road. I will hydrate, Shadow. Hold on. Just crouch down here. I'll get a hydrate on. I will stretch. Yeah, it's really interesting. I need a nap going lurking. No worries, Shadow. You have a good rest. Yeah, I was just gonna say, speaking of rest, is 'cause Nick's sick, I'm currently like sleeping on like basically like the floor of the guest room at the moment. So I'm like, interesting timing to be getting a massage tomorrow. I'm hoping that like it doesn't like undo it by sleeping on the ground. Just because like Nick's got a cold and I have a really, really weak immune system. So basically what happens is if one of us is sick, usually based on like any number of like my conditions playing up, what usually happens is, like, if I'm unwell, Nick will usually, like, you know, sleep elsewhere or whatever. And if Nick's got a cold or something, I will sleep elsewhere and stuff. I don't know where this other guy is. Maybe on the roof? Oh, yeah, there you are. There we go. Yeah, so anyway, because I am currently, like, sleeping on the floor and stuff, like, I didn't get a good sleep today. But I kind of figure that's fair. You know, I wasn't expecting to get a great sleep. I don't know how to get up there. Oh, yeah. Duh. But yeah, I'm hoping to get, like, a bit of sleep after stream and then, what do you call it? Hopefully get a good massage and, like, rest up tomorrow. Hi, mate. You keep looking that way. What is that over there? Is that, like, saffron or something? Mushrooms. Alright. I got another box. It also took me a while to figure out this box system, too. Calm down, mate. It took me a while to realize that, like, the blue boxes that were in places, they contained, like, special materials that they actually have got listed. When you look at the map and you highlight over the place, it tells you what your reward is, and that's in the little blue boxes that are everywhere. Obviously, like, the golden weapons crates and stuff like that and the gear crates,